Well, hello and welcome to Sanctuary Sundays. This is me, Solid Creator Guy here. Welcome to another video where we're actually just going to continue doing what we typically do every Sunday, which is Sanctuary, right? But yeah, I don't know how you guys are taking, I don't know how you guys took last week's Sanctuary or what you guys thought about last week. I don't know if we still have White Sanctuary still. No, this time it's red, so we're going to have to go. So, since we're having this... Okay, so I'm not gonna have any fun this round. Okay, got it. Okay. Couple of things, right? So... I know we've talked about this. I know we've kind of just settled in as to we have two options on this Sanctuary. Realistically, we have one of two options, right? We either use a decent blue unit or we're cooked. Now, one of the things about these units that we currently have is that, as nice as they are, and actually, we might double check this one. Actually, they get hurt. This is plus here. 50% damage for all allies. Oh, she's kind of the only one that doesn't show damage on my team. Nope, I need to put her back. Is she useful? Damage for all allies. I still haven't got her S plus here. For crit rate conversion, inflicted appears on attack by 5%, versus crit rate by 30%. Inflicts 100% damage to single enemy. Each time missing power is inflicted on a single enemy. I want to use more characters, and actually, it is beta. Could I use beta, actually? I don't think I've gotten her SS plus here yet. All shield effects and enemies, that's not it. I got her here. 50% extra attack is kind of worthless to me, especially in this case. Yeah, I just need new blue units. My entire blue team has just kind of been the biggest pile of dog shit. But yeah, I don't know how you guys are handling it. I know that's kind of about it. God, I really wish I could use my stats, but then they cook me anyway. I'm definitely kind of recording it a little bit later at night than usual, primarily because I was kind of honestly grinding up the dailies on this game, so you won't have to see them on honesty. And I forgot to click skip battle. But yeah, I think for so I want to talk about it because I'm bringing this up here because I am so glad MasterCard hasn't given me any shit login wise, because man, it would be painful. Especially with a lot of the linking stuff can kind of not necessarily disabled, but a lot of the original stuff that was added kind of thing too kind of cook the game a little bit. If tank or support raises on attack by 20% attacker, target all. So I can't ult for 10 seconds, right? That's actually not too bad. That's actually genuinely not too bad. I'm gonna grab this one because I just need straight up attack. A little bit risky, especially, I mean, it's 10 seconds. It's literally 10 seconds. Plus, I believe I can actually cleanse the debuff, actually. I don't know if it cleanses by default, but she might not. Let me double check. She does. We're fine. Further cancel plus health from each ally. Yeah, we're fine. That actually, oh, we're wonderful. But yeah, so I'm just gonna skip it normally. So I've been having a couple of issues with a couple of games. Primarily, Bleach Racers has been shit bricks among things, right? And I don't know if you guys have played the Bleach games, but in essence, we have been literally going through some of the worst game-breaking annoyances in genuinely like any game's history. In the game's history, right? And a lot of it has to do with Unity being kind of like a lot of it has to do with Unity having released essentially like a patch note, right? And like not patch notes, but just releasing a patch. And the reason they released this patch is because we apparently had a vulnerability that essentially screwed not most people. I would just say it just kind of cooked most Unity games, right? So it was a very, very like not necessarily like a used vulnerability that people like found out, but it was something that just would be a risk if you didn't address it as a company, right? And in essence, that released or the patches were released for Bleach. And it just basically has been causing us to have hasn't causing me to have like practically a meltdown, right? And I haven't seen a game shit the bed so hard in recent years. And I'm glad that we aren't dealing with it as again. I play many games. I'm glad I'm only having from one. So I've already had two videos on it. One did really well, which I'm very thankful for, but also I don't want people to deal with this issue because I think it's dumb. And I think it's really, really rough for the community, for people in the community to just deal with this problem, especially since, again, a lot of the fixes that were in place before are not working anymore. And although some people have been able to fix it, for people that haven't found the fix, you're kind of cooked. And I'll take for example, right? I don't know about people that play like, take for example, in PlayStation, Switch, or anything in between, because I know for a fact that Bleach Racers is in many different consoles. I don't know if those guys are dealing with it. I have no idea what to tell those guys. I have a PS5, right? But I've never played Bleach Racers on it because I actually don't need to. It's one of the easier to perform games in most of my devices, so I haven't really had a issue with performing on it, other than the fact that logging in was a pain for the past couple of weeks before. And seemingly we had one of the fixes, one of the patches that we had. Oh, actually, you know what I realized? The audio might be a little bit too loud, so I'm actually gonna lower it. I do apologize for that. I had to lower it before starting the video. Sorry about that one. I do hope it wasn't too loud. Yeah, I'm like checking my audio and I'm like, okay, that might be a little loud. And I'm like, wait a minute, did I change the audio? I'm like, no. I'm like, oh. So apologies for that one. I typically set it to minus 19.9 decibels because for some reason my in-game audio mixer is different from my OBS audio mixer, so I have to, every single time I log in, I have to set it back to minus 19.9 decibels because it gets really loud. So again, I do apologize for that. If you skip to this part, yeah, no. So TLDR, we've been talking about Bleach. Yeah, no, it's been pretty bad. Dealing with I would say the aftermath of that. Not as a creator, but just watching the game basically burn itself. It hurt itself in its confusion, and like all I can really do for the game currently is just either not play it, which I mean not necessarily is. Again, I don't play it that often, so I'm playing it at a reasonable fashion. But if you are playing it, again, always play it within reason. If you don't want to play it, don't play the game. But yeah, no, it's been really bad. Because, like, take for example, so I don't know if y'all know what anniversaries are, because we're about to head into a third anniversary in 2 different games for me. So, Master Garden, as you guys may know, is heading to its third anniversary. We already know that. So, let me ask you guys, how long does anniversary typically last? Now, if your answer is maybe about a patch or a month, maybe, I think that's a sensible answer. Now, here's the problem. The game that I'm playing, which is the Eminence Shadow, or the game that I'm not currently not that I'm currently playing, right? So, Bleach Brave Souls, the game, has an issue. What is that issue? It released a patch, or not released a patch, but it released an update back a couple of months ago, where we got finally the proper 10th anniversary for the game, which is, again, a big achievement. 10 years of playing Bleach Brave Souls. Not me personally. I played probably 6 years ago, technically speaking. My account is old, but I haven't really played it until the last couple of years. But one of the problems that we've had with it is that as of recent years, I think they're starting to really milk it like bad, and like disgustingly bad, and there's an issue with doing that to players, especially milking a 10th anniversary without any real rewards, which is what's been happening. Because again, okay, I'm trying not to be too loud for one thing, but y'all want to know what's crazy? One of the things that I learned, right, for me personally, the Eminence and Shadow Master of Garden, right? So Mog is what I'm gonna call it. So for Mog, for the sake of Mog has been at least consistent. Maybe here and there we've had a couple like collabs and stuff, but realistically, it's been consistent, right? There hasn't really been something that's surprised us. The patches have been about 2 to 3 weeks of, I think typically 3 weeks, technically speaking. It's 3 weeks of a regular patch event, and then we have a Shadowfest. That's every month. That is our schedule. 3 weeks of regular patch, with the last week being a Shadowfest week. Which, again, understandable. I get it. The problem that has been really just they've been driving it home, and I know we've had a lot of different banners, but a lot of the banners we either can't summon on or aren't really worth a damn. Anyway, so, and we know that, by the way, right? The problem with those banners is that a lot of the selection banners that they dropped on those events, one of two things: they're either extremely meta breaking, or they bring in something that just overwhelmingly is either necessary for the game, or brings in a new mechanic that just is either broken as fuck, or you can't really ignore it. Now, again, one of the things that I learned with the game is that they're also not really sufficiently giving with rewards. And again, a lot of the content, right? Like, I understand that people shouldn't be able to do all of it, but in all honesty, with the level of characters that I have, I should be able to clear 90% of the content without really thinking about it. But one of the problems that you kind of get, right, from that one is that you waste stamina if you do every single event. If you finish up every single event, you actually waste. It's a waste of stamina if you complete any of the fucking missions we have on there. So let me actually finish this up. I'm actually get this one right. So each time target is damage received by self, lowers with 1 second. Nope, I don't want that. I don't care. Blue evasion, healing. It's kind of right. Let's grab that, I guess. But again, I'm talking about this because it's gonna be like a pretty long, I think, day today, right? So I want to talk about it, right? So take for example, right? So we have quests. We go to event quest, and I actually have to do this one. I think sometime soon. But we have the boss hunts. We do the boss hunts. We get the rewards, and essentially, right? So it has a log like a hunt score reward or whatever. There is a limit, right? So million points, right? This is reasonable. Now, here's one of the problems we've been having with that game. So, in order to get every single reward for that game, it has slowly and randomly been increasing per patch. So instead of having 1 million points to get every single thing in the patch notes, they have increased it to. And by the way, this is, I believe, the actual number, right? It's about 15 million points. I don't know if y'all know or remember. Back when we couldn't do this multiple times, doing this multiple times was actually insufferable. Now imagine this, right? You only have to do this about, let's say, like maybe 20 times to get the million points. That's it, right? Like 4 times, right? So technically 4 times. So 20 times a ticket, right? So it's a 20x tickets technically on paper, right? So you technically have to do this 4 times, basically. The problem that we've been having with that game is that in order to get any of the actual rewards instead of the fucking whatever rewards, it's practically farm for 4 to 6 hours. Now, there's no auto farming, not really, other than like maybe like, and by the way, this is 4 to 6 hours on a 10x multiplier. I have nothing to say to that, other than they're insane. I used to complain about the Master Ground missions, but then there's worse. How Grand Summoners is pretty bad, but like I think it will lead you to a reward at some point, even if you don't understand what the entire reward is. It's complex. It's complex for that game, and I don't like it. I'm gonna grab this one again, but so that amongst many series of dramas, hell, if you guys are actually like kind of paying attention to this, one of the crazier fucking endeavors that we've had to deal with is apparently didn't want the community to really be talking or analyzing any of the data. Blue, I won this one. So they essentially on some of the TOS have banned us from analyzing data. Now, technically, a lot of the lingo is technically any illegal data or any of data obtained illegally. But the problem is, how do you define illegally? Because there's been essentially people that have, take for example, they have, because one of the things, right? And again, this is, I know Sanctuary Sundays, but it's been so much on my head, man. I complain about the probabilities on these games, but I can at least see them. That's what's so disturbing, right? In that game, you don't get to see the probabilities. By the way, honestly, if you're paying for this one, it's not too bad. If you don't have any of the green elementals, it does include some Shadowfest, but again, it is a bit risque as always. If you don't have any of the green ones, this actually contains pretty decent green characters. This is good one. This is good one. Old, not necessarily super crazy. If you're a new person, it's not always bad. Lady Village Elizabeth, that's a not crazy bad, but if you pair it up with Summer Night Bloom, Aurora's decent. Waiting Hour Shadow is just kind of old classic. If you're like a new player, this will carry you through most of the game. But if you're not necessarily new, this is kind of gonna drop off. And Dancing Fox Girl, you can miss decent, but yeah, no, yeah. So essentially, right, we've gotten in trouble, and not we, me particularly. So the community itself has gotten in trouble technically for analyzing percentages of like obtaining data on like what the odds are in certain fucking units, right? So they basically give us shit summons for basically like just content in general, right? And one of the things, don't want to deal with the frogs. I don't want to deal with the frogs. We're gonna go with this. And one of the things that people have been having to deal with, my brain's like so out of it right now. I got tired of from doing the daily stuff of this game. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, come on, you gotta be shitting me. No, hold on, I gotta redo this. That's crazy. I gotta click the shadow as soon as I can. Dude, I hate this stage so much, I literally can't do anything sometimes. 1900 damage. Alright, love it. Pop this, okay, then this, then 25% health. I think Banana was right about the damage. You literally cannot do damage. Unless you're like on this thing. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. No, hold on. I gotta see it. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? No, what the hell am I supposed to do with this shit, dude? What the actual fuck? Dude, my tank is just igniting. That's not right, dude. God, I don't even have a fuck. Dude, I've had this unit for so stupidly long, and I don't even have that. Races don't even miss. This is already with 60% defense boost. What the actual piece of shit? What does silence do even? Was it silence? Does that mean I can use my abilities? Period. No, seal is for my ultimate, dude. What the hell? Dude, if I can't, dude, I can't. Cause like this is with SS Plus gear, dude. Already. Racism for all blue elemental allies for 40%. Also raises damage inflicted by 20%. Stun resist, bleed rest if elf. A sword of wave reaches own damage by 50%. Dude, I don't want to swap a tank already, dude. What the fuck? My defense is stupidly high, or is they just ignoring that? Oh, you know what it is? There is no goddamn way they made this shit. Inflict heal on single enemy. Eclipse corruption. Oh, what the fuck? Skills and hinting you cannot. I'm sorry, what? Oh, that cooked me, actually. That piece of dude. Seal should not do that. I thought Seal was just. No, because that means the project's exploding because of, like, just straight up damage. I can't use skills, that means that this is worthless to me. For 10 seconds, I'm basically worthless. No, I have to restart the fucking run. That actually fucked me. Oh, suck my dick, dude. What the fuck? Why do I have to I put the fucking skip on already. Just stop fucking playing to me, dude. No, but that actually genuinely fucked me. I thought I could. Okay, so I thought I would just be helpful. This is terrible. The defensive memory started with reflectiveness on self or no fuck off. All this if-then statements annoyed the fuck out of me, dude. Dude, that effect actually fucked me. This whole seal. I'm like, okay, so we'll actually clear that. I'm like, no. It just basically renders you useless. At end game, that's actually a death sentence. That means it literally can't heal at all. It I could tank through it for the majority of level floor 1 and floor 2, but really? Like that's the entire point of me doing that shit. Just boosting my attack. I can't even boost my attack by higher because that's. And I'm also taking way too much damage, so I genuinely wish I could fucking dodge at that point. But I know I was talking a lot about just kind of like our situation with mini games, and I'm honestly, again, very thankful that the just Master of Garden hasn't done that. I know it's had its rough times. I know it's had genuinely just periods where it just feels that you can't really choose anything because hey, we have a new patch note. But honestly, it's at least nice that we get at least a couple of days to decide of hey, we know that Yukimi is coming as well, by the way. She's coming in I believe Wednesday is when she releases. Wednesday night, if not Thursday. I believe it's Wednesday night. If not at 11, around 12, somewhere along those lines. So we know she's releasing. If you would like to risk getting Yukime, I don't know if she's gonna be the anniversary unit. If she is, she's gonna be pretty fucking strong. Especially since she's again a demonic anniversary unit. I don't know how the timing is gonna fall. I believe we're kind of already past the anniversary coming out. October 29th, so around 31st is when we get our first anniversary. So in a little bit after that, so around October 30th is when we actually do come in with anniversary, right? Cause I know, and again, you can theoretically evade. Each time debuff is inflicted on self, cancel buffs affects himself. No, I hate this one. Attack and yeah, we're gonna grab that one. Pardon me. Holy shit. That can hurt. Oh my god. I don't know if you'll hear me sneeze, but I sneeze like crazy. Raises on SP, which raises attack. I'm gonna grab this one actually because it's a little bit higher percentage wise. Let's grab that one. Can I get an attack and defense of Rainbow, please? That's kind of ass, to be honest with you. We do get our SP boost rate a little bit faster, so hopefully we don't explode, but let's see if we can actually take on this one this time around. Again, we basically couldn't really heal for the remaining of the first few bits of that. We can try this one instead, but oh, they actually swapped them out. What the hell? Oh shit, I might be dead. We're gonna retry this. Excuse me? Pardon? So they're just straight up going for Alexia. I thought she had provoke, but I don't even know how the fuck they can hit her, actually. I think she's dead. I think Alexia's dead, actually. Yeah, she's dead. What the fuck? Bro, what is this? Dude, not everybody has the goddamn units. Okay, I know I was complaining about certain things, but dude, come on, Team Caravan. I know that you release really strong tanks, but not everybody gets the fucking tanks. Okay, I'm not even gonna risk it. Hold on. I see her. It didn't even do that much. That's actually crazy. I see. We're at least healing this time around. Actually crazy. You know, without the skills, we're dead basically. I cannot believe I had such a massive oversight with it. Alright, we should have some overheal with this. I don't think it's gonna be that much because again we're rank 13, right? Ult. That's one ult. We didn't actually hit. What? That's actually a hit. Okay. A lot of damage. Pop that. Pop that. Pop that. Damage reduction. And HP defense. Or HP heals. I kinda wish I could crit though. When we deal damage, we deal damage. Fuck me, dude. I saw that number. I'm not taking a risk. Holy shit. You know what's crazy about it? I can see them basically stealing my fucking SP rate because it's just disappearing. I don't think I have anything to. Oh wait, does Alexia do that? I think actually that might be Alexia actually doing that. I think that's the only person that I think might actually steal my SP gauge. Please give me something that'll keep me alive or do more damage. Okay, so I can take that. I'll live with it. We live with this. I can live with it. The 40% and 40% defense is pretty passable. I can live with that. And then like a 20% boost on stats. I think it's 4% for everybody, so it scales up pretty good at least. We actually lived through it. Okay, okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. Come on. Give me some overhealth, please, here. Nope, still not dealing damage. Now they're dealing damage. Decent damage. I don't think I need any healing right now. God, I'm focusing so goddamn hard right now. Like, dude, a banana. By the way, thank you for letting me know. By the way, that like genuinely, it's actually crazy to think about that the reason you don't do damage, right, is because you don't have enough attack. And I had an idea that you would literally need to get over like essentially the ledge, right? So it's one of those things similar to chemical reactions that if you do not actually get over the hiccup, right? So there is a point in which a chemical reaction happens, right? Where it can't happen is, I mean, they're dead, I think. Love it, love it. Look at that, even credit of that. Bumped in a chemical reaction. Yeah, the activation energy is what it's called. Teaching you a little bit of chemistry, guys. I took a chemistry class like a long time ago, but you know the activation energy for that shit is crazy. Therian chip would be helpful. This is a bit more helpful, kind of. At sort of wave raises 10% of attack, further raises hint taking damage 50%. Elf. We're gonna grab this one. It's gonna be a little bit hard to crit. And really not as helpful as I wish it was, but I don't like the birds. Oh, they made him sleep. Are you crazy? Let's pop that. I'm gonna pop him like over health already, just to make sure that nobody dies. With these fights, it gets a little bit obnoxiously risky with some of that. They keep sleeping my fucking. We can actually cleanse the debuffs with this, right? Let's just straight up cleanse them. Everybody wake up! Wake up! Wake the fuck up, people! We've got fucking bosses to kill. Come on. Alright, then we're gonna pop the combo. Because we're good on health, I'm actually gonna make sure to pop the health and the other things a little bit earlier. Let's try that, and then let's try her. And her the last attack on that one. Hopefully she crits. Oh, fat crit right there. Dude, this fucking boss fight is so annoying. Well, yeah, no. By the way, like again, the previous run is actually so annoying that you have to do this more than once. Recovers every 10 seconds after wave start, consume 20% of current HP, and then recovers SP by 100%. That is so fucking risky. We can basically full heal every single time then. I'm for it, because we also get extra gear. I want to see how this goes. If we die from it, I might be a little bit fucked, honestly. As soon as, by the way, as soon as that pops, I'm popping the healing ult on her. I don't think I got any. I think 100% is not really 100%. That is weird. The overhealth actually is working for that, by the way. It is actually working for us, though. I do think we're getting the Gacha a little bit faster, though. We're getting this definitely a lot faster, so I'll take it as a bonus, I guess. Pop that. Pop that. We could get a SP discount pretty high. That would mean we could actually kill him even faster, but not with our luck. Alright. I am seeing my health drop down a chunk. A little bit risky as always, but we live on the edge and we try and kill things. Oh yeah, there we go. That's actually a little bit faster than before. If by a smidge. Barely, to be honest with you. Ooh, there we go. Accuracy crit. I'll take this for sure. I need Delta to crit. Once you can crit, her damage is gonna skyrocket. Actually, stupidly so. Pretty much got survivability solved. I want to deal with this guys. I'm gonna deal with these guys. I'm typically like the birds, but we'll see. Alright, with that, we should be able to actually just scale off off Delta pretty fucking hard this time. I know in previous time we really haven't been able to, but we should be able to this time. And she's dead. What? Nope, we're gonna retire. And we're gonna fight the other guy. Cause I don't know fucking why that happened. She just boop. I don't even know how. Okay, that was a little risky, but we pushed it. Alright, hold on, wait a minute. Perfect, actually, that was perfect combo, rather. Crit? No crit? No, I mean, those are crits, but we're not dealing damage. Yeah, Delta's actually dealing so much fucking damage. I'll just let it. You know what? I'm gonna let it auto. Delta's actually hitting like a dump truck now. I think we should be fine. Over health, come on. Dude, this is taking like, it's taking my sanity, dude, to just beat this floor. Alright, come on, Delta. I know you got this. Damage cap, damage cap. Lovely. Delta actually hitting damage cap. I couldn't believe it. Banana, thank you every single time, like for showing me the fucking, just the mechanic behind that, which I think is bullshit, but you know. Raises on crit damage by this. Further raises crit rate. I don't think she received. I mean, does she think? I think she receives damage every 10 seconds, right? It's like technically. Or does that even count as damage? I don't know. I actually don't know if that counts as damage or not. I'll click that one. I'll click that one, I guess. I mean, 60% crit damage. Our damage increase is fine, I think. We gotta get up out of. I don't wanna. Oh god, I wanna. I mean, he's not resisting the damage, in all honesty with you. Pop that. Cleanse all debuffs. Pop that, and then we're gonna do 25% damage reduction. You can actually get a couple of ults off, which is kind of insane, actually. I'm gonna get Delta's one off. Then I'm gonna get Alexia's one. Decent chunk. Why isn't he ulting? Excuse me? Okay, now he is. Okay. Everybody lived. Love it. That cleanse debuffs, and then we pop an ultimate, and then another ultimate, I think. Pop that. The Delta should just be basically just, like, eating at his health right now. Look at that. Another ult. I think we can get another ult off in a second, actually. Another ult. I mean, we're just spamming ults, and it's not dying. Pop that. And then we pop this, 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 and then DR. But watching these fights makes me sweat so much. We're almost there. We're good. We're good. I know this all started with, like, another game's, like, thing, but... Ooh, that's a good chunk. We're done. We actually managed to clear this piece of shit. God, I fucking hate the fucking Red Sanctuary so much. Yeah, we did the yeah, okay, so you did the most damage. Fair. 2.1 million. Then second, you did the most secondary, you did the most damage. Honestly, everybody thinks she's shit. I'm honestly surprised she's doing as much damage as she is, but that's just having a crit buff does to you. She used to be really good in PvP. They kind of dropped her back into PvE. They dropped her in PvE for some reason. And she's still decent, I think, in basically solo fighting. In whatchamacallit. She's decent enough. There's characters that will actually just eat her, like it's nothing. But she's pretty good. But yeah, no. Saying that aside, God, I'm tired of just not necessarily talking, but I'm tired of just certain games having issues. Me taking a few times, like a few weeks to just kind of fix them, like fix the issues. And again, it sounds so crazy to me. Will we get an S character here? No. Okay, lovely. I've tried to log in, by the way, so it's like daily, but like I've basically missed a couple of days. I just got extremely tired, and I've just not wanting to play this. Especially since like the anniversary's coming up, and like you have to grind the fuck out of that. I'm like preparing myself mentally. Ooh, got this. Can I get the seasonal thing already? No. 2000. Oh no, I might be missing it. It is what it is. Okay, but yeah, no. So that's what I've been dealing with. I don't know what you guys. I don't know what you guys are like thinking about. Like other than anniversary, honestly. If you'd like to summon on these banners, again, no shame in it. Yukime is coming out soon. I actually, looking at the timing on it, I don't think she's actually coming out for anniversary. The next banner for anniversary is actually technically going to be towards the end of the month, next month, so on November. November is when we actually get the proper anniversary patch character. We have 2 days left on the Hatsune Miku banner. And as far as I know, she's actually not super crazy for green unit. By the way, Hatsune Miku is obviously not the unit for elves, as far as I know. I haven't really checked it, but I don't. Yeah, Virtual Singer. I don't think they should give her the category of elf. Green Elementals. She is kind of an like all elementals, basically green ally kind of party. Again, those characters are not too bad, but every single time they add them, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, no, saying this, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Enjoyed my suffering it a little bit, but yeah, no, this was a long one. A little bit later than I would like to, but yeah. Anyway, have a good one, stay solid, and yeah, no, let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. I'm here for that. If you're kind of like new to the channel, thank you for subbing first of all. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, like concerns about games that you have, again, I may not be like necessarily like a tech fixer, but I can look around and I typically find the answer. I may test it sometimes. Again, if I don't have the issue, I can't really stress test it. If I can recreate it, I can do that. But it's preferable for you not to really. I want to say necessarily get this issue because that's kind of dumb. I would recommend not trying to do anything crazy outside of the normal standard fixes for it. But anyway, saying that aside, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, thank you for watching. Have a good one, stay solid, and as always, thank you, Banana, for the information. We managed to clear the fucking god-forsaken sanctuary this week because of you, man. Thank you very much.